Welcome, everybody. Merry Christmas. And welcome to not just any Christmas, but a crazy climber Christmas. What is up, everybody? What is good? I hope everybody's having a delightful Christmas Eve so far. Lord Macaw with the 23 months in a row of unspeakable horrors. Thank you very much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. Atomic Runner, Danzy Man, lurkers in chat, VOD viewers, everybody else, welcome, welcome. Today we climb. Today we ascend to new heights. I was gonna say something about higher highs and lower lows. We'll try to avoid the latter, I guess, but that is indeed correct. We're going to be climbing. We're going to be feasting. We're going to be gaming on levels rarely before seen. We are going to be playing a number of crazy climber games. We are going to be eating a number of Christmas foods and then other things, maybe. We are going to be unwrapping and unboxing mystery Christmas presents. And we're just all around gonna have a good time. Or so I hope. I mean, I'm pretty sure I am. I sound about as excited as someone is going to engage in 12 hours of crazy climber would be. I mean, I'm not sure how it's coming across, but I'm pretty excited. We'll see. But we are indeed planning, I'm using that term loosely, for a roughly 12 or so hour stream.
Unspeakable horror awaits you.
Space Hoppercopter bringing the seasonal horrors. Thank you very much for your support. I appreciate it. Yes, so this stream, this special holiday celebration has been, let's call it planned. I wouldn't go so far as to say organized or scheduled, but there's some loose ideas here. I've got a kind of a vague timetable in my head, which is kind of already messed up because, well, I didn't have time to eat before stream, but I figured it's probably not a bad thing because I have prepared / am in the middle of preparing a stupidly large dinner. So I reckon there will be some eating happening between now and dinner. So it's probably for the best that I didn't have a big lunch also, or else I may die. Like the festive tie, yes. So this, I was, well, strictly speaking, I don't think I was gifted this tie, but I was handed this tie for our company Christmas dinner party thing the other day. And I figured, you know what? I think I'll keep this. I think this will just elevate the festive mood for today's stream. And I'm glad to receive such acknowledgement. Seems like my plan was successful. But yeah, so we're going to be playing a bunch of crazy climber games today, and I've not, as mentioned, made a very strict schedule for how this is going to plan out. What I have is 10 or so crazy climber games that we may or may not get around to various degrees. I was thinking at first that I would maybe, you know, as usual, kind of go to a chronological order of just exploring all these different games. But for a number of reasons, that's probably not going to be how we're going to do it tonight. Because, first of all, there's some logistical challenges that would be... that would arise from such an approach, and I will explain at least one of those challenges pretty shortly. It has to do with controls and jumping between different setups. But also, I think going in a chronological timeline is arguably not the most entertaining or interesting way of doing things. I think in some ways it is interesting. It's academically interesting. But I think by taking a slightly non-standard approach to the timeline of Crazy Climber, we'll be able to keep some surprises coming. And there's going to be some stuff that is, a lot of it actually is pretty new to me. I have not really played a number of the games that we're playing here more than about 20 seconds to make sure that I am able to run them. And even then, I'm not even sure if I'm really sure how to run them. I may require a little bit of assistance from chat when it comes to some of these games, and some of them I may not even be able to get to work. Now, I'm not too worried about it, because if something ends up not working out, I mean, the ones that I have that I do know work are games that I am fairly confident in my ability to entertain myself with. So I think we'll be all right. But there's, I mean, the surprising ones are probably going to be a little more fun and interesting, right? So, beyond playing Crazy Climber games, the other kind of stops on our crazy Christmas ride involve dinner at some point, which I have roughly planned out for maybe 6 p.m.-ish. But given that I didn't have lunch, maybe we'll have to do that a little bit earlier. I'm going to need to step away to do a little bit of preparation for dinner, but I've tried to prepare everything ahead of time as much as possible. So I won't need to step away for like 2 hours. But, maybe 20-30 minutes of prep. During which time I have prepared an intermission. The intermission is not strictly on topic per se, but it was something that came up recently that I was quite intrigued with, and which may or may not interest people, but it's better than a BRB screen for 30 minutes. But we'll enjoy some vintage video game media, and I will enjoy dinner, and I will introduce some of the traditional Swedish Christmas foods and accoutrements, which seemed to go down surprisingly well last year. So I figured, why not? Why not? I mean, I'm making the dinner for myself anyway, so I might as well share it with chat to the best of my ability. But we're also gonna stop to do a little bit of Swedish fika, because you can't have a proper Swedish holiday, or even really a proper Swedish weekday, or any other kind of day, without pausing for fika at some point. I mean, I've already got my gingerbread right here. I got the orange variety. That's a little bit of a, heresy, if to some people, I'm sure. But I like them. So I'll be introducing some traditional holiday snacks and foods, and some such beverages even. Let me give you a live unboxing and review right here. It's some ASMR, I guess. If I can get this thing open. How's this function? That's not how this... You're supposed to be able to, like, tear it off, but... Okay. Like, thing you're supposed to... Oh, there we go. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, I guess we're doing this. Oh, I can't really show you, can I? But here we go. Pretty good. Of course. It would not be Christmas without some you and must. This is the non-alcoholic beverage of choice for all ages, which someone very successfully marketed at some point. I'm not sure how old it is, but it's been around. And like, it's a soft drink. It's hard to explain exactly what it tastes like. I have had non-Swedish people say that it's pretty similar to Coke, which, of course, to us is both blasphemous and confusing, because it's like You know how 7-Up was the Uncola? That's pretty much what this is too. Although, I mean, on an objective level, it is not too dissimilar. But it's a bit more like... it's sweet, but it's a little bit closer to beer, I guess, in some ways. Pretty good, though. So this, like, we have it for Christmas and Easter, and it goes on sale. Like, it's a seasonal soda, but it goes on sale a few months before. And then it's around for, like, on discount for a few months after. So I guess, I mean, I'm sure you can buy it if you really want to, but I would say, like, July through September is maybe when you're not going to be expecting to find it. But of course, people are very opinionated on when it's okay to drink this beverage in the first place. So even if you can find it, I feel like if you want to have a can of must in, I don't know, say October, some people might have some very strong feelings about that. Flamenco Jazz, what is up? Merry Christmas. I almost said happy birthday. I don't know about that. Maybe it is your birthday. If it is your birthday, happy birthday. But if it's not, happy Christmas. Happy Friday. And, well, let's see if we can't get some stuff going here. I figured there's no better place to start than with the original Crazy Climber, right? So we've played a couple of versions, or variations or adaptations, but we haven't played the actual arcade original on stream here. So let's hop on over here and hope that this is all set up. There we go. Now, the arcade version of Crazy Climber, of course. Let's see if we have this prepared here. There we go. Here's a little flyer. Delightful artwork. We got Kong, we got the vultures, we got Mr. Climber himself. So looking at this cabinet, there's a few different cabinets for this, and I have a few different pictures here. Maybe we'll find a better picture. Whoa, that's weird. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. Well, that's a different cabinet, different joysticks here, but you get the idea. There's two joysticks, because of course you use the one joystick on your left to control the climber's left hand, and you use the one on the right to control his right hand. Music's looking a little loud. Let me turn down a little bit. Macaw with the homegrown comments. En äkta infödd svensk kommentar, definitivt inte översatt av en robot. Hoppas att du gillar din otroliga klätterspel. De verkar väldigt roliga. Kommer ihåg att skaffa en kopia av Power Climb någon gång. I will definitely try to at least play Power Climb. I'm not sure if obtaining a copy is practical for a number of reasons. But it seems like a pretty sick game. I mean, it's a climbing game, so it's inherently kind of sick to begin with. I definitely do want to put some more time into that other PS1 climbing, or not climbing game so much as mountaineering simulation game, that had surprisingly trivial climbing, at least as far as I played, but it was a pretty cool game altogether. Let's see, here's a different cabinet. But yeah, you get the basic idea here. You got two of these joysticks. Do that. Some start buttons, I guess, etc., etc. Different artwork and everything. Taito, I guess, was probably an American distributor for Nichibutsu, if I had to guess. They distributed a bunch of stuff in the 80s in America. So, for the first time ever, let's see how this goes. Boom! We got it. Okay, so the camera here is not quite set up expressly for this purpose, because I can barely fit this shit on my desk. But as you may or may not be able to tell, we've got two arcade sticks here. Yeah, I'm not really going to be able to show this any better, unfortunately. But here's the idea, that I'm going to be playing this here with 2 joysticks for the, well, as close as we can get to the proper arcade experience, which will be a new thing for me, so I'm sure it will not go very well. It will be interesting, but I may get destroyed by the game. Or, I mean, I will get destroyed, but how quickly, to which extent, and in what new novel ways we'll get destroyed remains to be seen. There we go. We can just barely get these in picture here. But yes, this is a brand new feature of the stream with a proper desk cam here, which we will, of course, make good use of. For this type of stuff. There we go. I'm gonna flip this the right way. So this was a surprise gift from my coworker. So I have no idea what's in here, but we will be opening this on stream later on, along with, I don't know, 15 or so maybe other Christmas presents that I sort of kind of know what's in because I wrapped them myself, but it was several days ago, so I've definitely kind of forgotten. But that'll be later. Just a little teaser of things to come. But yes, this is the the official Crazy Climber controller, of course. Yeah, oh yeah, sorry, I just got super confused. Let me just do, I got a different sound source showing up, and I didn't see my mic audio, so I got really scared there for a second that my mic wasn't working, but it's looking fine. Yeah, there's definitely, you know, other games where having, you know, being able to have a twin stick setup for, you know, Smash TV or Robotron, Crazy Climber, and I'm sure there's others. It'd be fun to have, like, I don't know, setting up a, I'm sure it's not much cheaper than building something, but, or better, I don't know, but, you know, getting a Virtuon joystick and stuff. Because there's no real substitute for it, to be honest. So we'll see how this goes. K-Price, what's up, dude? Sick in bed. I'm sorry to hear that, but I hope I can do something, even a tiny bit, to lighten the mood and make things a little more joyful for you. Anyway, yeah, so this is our setup right here, and because we're coming in real hot here, having to spend most of the morning preparing dinner and whatnot, I I haven't really done sufficient amounts of testing, but it should work. So this is kind of what I was alluding to previously, where I there's a number of games that use this control setup with dual controllers, and because it's a bit of a hassle to have the joysticks all set up like this, we may prefer to play those games in order, so I can sort of unpack the joysticks and make room for other stuff, and we'll kind of drop back into the other games, as it were. So let me just boot up my official, legitimate Crazy Climber arcade cabinet here. I'll get the capture going in just a second. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty excited. Let's see. No, that's not what I wanted. So, let's, yeah, okay, let me just... Boom, there we go. So, let's see if, hopefully my joysticks work, because I, of course, didn't really test this. Okay, seems to work. That also seems to work. Excellent, excellent. Well, we'll get these jams going while we set this up. This might be a minute. Did I check any of the videos from that YouTube account? I did not. I've been quite busy the last few days. I was very excited to take a look at it because I feel like there's certainly a kind of a limit to how much you can learn on a game like this on your own, or at least a limit to how quickly you can. And I'm sure a game from 1980 is going to have a lot of quirks. Like, I think this game is shockingly sophisticated and playable for a game of this vintage. But having said that, like, I'm sure there's stuff, you know, tricks where if you know them, trivializes the game or what have you. So yeah, I would be interested to check it out for sure, but I have not had the time. All right, let's pause jams and let's see. Do we have audio? It's looking on stream like something is fucking blasting audio, but I don't know what that would be. Can't hear anything. Okay, well that's probably good. That's pretty loud. Turn it down a little bit. Yeah, no, I didn't hear anything either. I just saw on the OBS waveform thing. I think it's just some inaudible hiss or something from the game. All right, well, that first run wasn't great, but let's see if we can do better if I actually touch the controls. That's on YouTube. Yeah, it's not the first thing I've seen something like that, but it's always a little unsettling. Okay. Yeah, I had something going, but I think we can do better. First ever attempt at playing Crazy Climber with joysticks. Let's go. I'm also not really going to be able to talk to chat while I'm doing this. Man, I'm instantly feeling that I really wish I had a 4-way joystick. Ah, I didn't. I was reaching up to the window where he was at. But when a dude is in a window, you cannot grab it. So, from my, like, super brief testing the other day, just playing on keyboard, I definitely got the impression that this was harder than the Super Nintendo version. Definitely getting accidental diagonals all over the place. I need to find a perfect... Shit. I need to improve my grip. Do not get diagonals. Yeah, I figured this would be a little bit of a learning curve here to this. All things considered, I think we're still doing okay. I guess I'll just have to... Actually, yeah. I can deliberately kind of push my left stick to the right. Because as long as my other hand is right there... Yeah, I fucked that up. It won't be able to move to the right. So I can actually kind of push it to the top right corner. And it'll work okay. As long as I don't keep fucking everything else up. Alright, some very unconventional Kong strats there. See, like, the people throwing shit seem way more aggressive in this version. Which, you know, even if you would expect a 1980 game to run, you know, without much problem on a Super Famicom, you know, there's still going to be limits to sprites and stuff, so it's not at all inconceivable that it will just limit the amount of dudes and stuff. Oh, there we go. Oh, what the heck? There's a few voice clips there that don't seem to be in that other Super Nintendo version either. I'm pretty far off in the extend. The extend is 30k. Usually I end up with 27, 28,000 at the end of stage 1. You can miss the helicopter, interesting. What the heck? How did I survive that? Oh, okay. I didn't get the extend. I'll try again. So, I knew instantly, of course, that there's going to be a bit of a learning curve. Oh wait, did I skipped past the rub? The controls are a little strange for inputting your name. Oh, yeah, okay. Got 47 seconds. I think we can do it. There we go. Oh, it doesn't wrap around. Okay, sure. You can survive the dumbbells if you have both your hands down. Interesting. So I wonder if that's, like, intentional. I don't know. It seems strange because, yeah, I know. I understand what you mean. The way it works with everything else basically is that if you at any given time, you're always holding with at least one hand. There's no real visual indicator if you're holding onto something or not. It's just based on where the position is. Like anytime your hand is on at the bottom of a window, it's holding on. And whether you will reach upwards or like push your body, like, or whether the arm will reach or the hand will push the body, kind of depends on whether the hand is like holding on or not. And when you're hit by a falling object like the flowers, if you're only holding on with one hand, you will fall. But if you're holding on with both hands, one of your hands will get knocked off of position, but you will still hold on. So if you know kind of what your position is, usually you're holding the joysticks up or down, whether both the same direction or in opposite directions, doesn't really matter. It just means that you're like basically pushing your hand into position, and as soon as either hand gets knocked out of position, it'll just move right back. So just holding the directions like keeps you safe. But you can still visibly see the climber's hands just like get pushed away. So it's interesting with the dumbbell stuff, because when that happened, when I survived, I could be mistaken, but it didn't seem visible to me that the hands were being pushed. It just seems like if you're in that position, you're kind of immune. You can survive. Well, the thing with Kong is so strange because how it's hitting you is entirely mysterious. It's not at all. I don't know. I've gotten killed by him like once or twice maybe when I'm like super fucking up, but it seems like you can generally sort of skate by. But of course, I'm sure it's not random. I'm sure there are very strict and specific rules to it. They're just not necessarily intuitive. And also, surprisingly, they're quite generous. Specific sound if you let him punch you. Okay, that's pretty good. Adrian Jasek. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but hello and welcome. Merry Christmas to you and to everyone, of course. Yeah, Ice Climbers, pretty mediocre game. But Crazy Climber, that's a fucking masterpiece. All right, let's give this another shot. Let's actually be in the correct window here. Gotta kind of get the rhythm down. Whoops. That's super fucking scary when they're like right on top of you. I almost climbed sideways into that too. So you can see there, like, you can see my pose changing, like I was mentioning. And yeah, you have to be really careful not to... not to go sideways into a falling flower. I had to focus there for a bit. Is there no balloon at the end of the stage? Maybe there's no balloon in stage 1, I can't remember. Or maybe it was just too slow, that's also entirely possible. Because that was definitely pretty slow last time. Alright, Kong coming up. Goodness, we're closing. Oh, what's going on in this window? It's like slightly closing from below. Oh my god, that was really fucking close. See, look at how many people are here right now. Usually it's just like the home stretch with like not a lot going on. Or I shouldn't say usually, but in the Super Nintendo version, it seems to feel that way. Although granted, there seems to be an element of randomness. Okay. There we go. What's up, Electro-Altruism? We'll get some of that later. We'll get some of that stuff. Yeah, like I'll try to utilize this anti-dumble strat. It did not work. That's still mostly fine, because I rarely get through that section without taking a dive. Holy shit, the windows. Yeah, see, like, stuff like this, it just... I wonder if the Super Nintendo version, there's the extent, just defaults to different dip settings. Because this just feels notably rougher. See? I wonder if... I'm interested to learn how that works, but... Maybe you have to be in a different pose with, like, your hands wider apart or something? Yeah, I don't doubt that there's a way. I'm not, like, complaining that the advice you gave was bad. I'm just, curious to learn how it works. Okay, I guess we can climb through. We should recover soon enough. Oh, whoa! I had some input misses there. Oh, there's the balloon. Oh, okay, so in the Super Nintendo version, you regain your natural colors. I had time to fuck up the controls, but this is the end of the level anyway. Not to say you can't die, but... Fortunately, as I recall, the beginning of Stage 3 is also kind of the roughest part. Or, maybe not the roughest, but it's... pretty rough. Yeah, as you start getting a lot more points, step point is just like how many points you get for each floor, or each like window. Oh! I let go of with my right hand. And that increases by 50 points, I think it is, per stage. And of course you get the bonus and everything. You have to like hold the joystick. So use the left joystick to navigate and use the right joystick to enter. But you have to like hold the direction for it to register the input. All right, let me recharge with some more orange tinged gingerbread. Trying to keep an eye on the time, just on the clock, because I feel like I could play this for quite a while. But we have other stuff to get to as well, so we'll see. I haven't like planned it out in any kind of organized fashion as to how much, like, basically the maximum amount of time I could reasonably spend on any one game. But I do know that there's one specific... Why? Okay, yeah. One specific thing I want to look at. Before we're done with Arcade Crazy Climber. We'll get there when we get there. First, I want to see if I can have, like, what can we call it? A reasonably successful Stage 2. So on the Super Famicom version, I guess reaching Stage 4 is like my PB. Like, what the heck was that? It's like off-screen dual flowers. Man, when you get that, like, perfectly timed rhythm to go super fast, like, extremely satisfying. The second dude, like, hit me. I think it was, like, one of those things that happen all the time in Hyper Crazy Climber, where you basically got hit on the same frame. So, when you get hit once, it does knock your hand off the grip. But you would generally have time to recover before anything else hits, and it's exceedingly rare for that to happen that way in this game. To the point where I wasn't sure that it could happen. But something akin to it definitely just happened. Okay, that was... Okay. Alright, thank you, announcer. I will gambaru. Okay. Cool, yeah. I won't have time to... I'm not really able to watch that right now, but please do link it in Discord. I am definitely curious. I might take a look, during a break or something? In which case, maybe it will be... See? That definitely worked there. Ooh! Yeah, I couldn't go left there. So, right here, pretty much. Fucking hell. Never mind. I was gonna say, so that's the other thing. I didn't have time to get the extend. The section with the window people starts right about there, but in the Super Nintendo version, there's definitely a more notable grace period after you die, where you get like, you know, maybe a screen's worth of climbing where nothing's gonna attack you, basically. Maybe not a full screen's worth, but it's tangible. But here, it didn't quite seem that way. But I mean, I already took a death in stage 1, that attempt, so... Oh, those look fast, like, windows closing fast, or opening fast, rather. It's another thing that I don't really recognize. Maybe I'm just not paying attention. But I feel like I'm used to windows just opening and closing at kind of the same speed. Ooh, that's a good run there. So, like, once you kind of get the hang of just holding on to protect yourself against falling stuff, it can be kind of easy to rely on it a little too much. Because sometimes, like, the biggest risk with it really is because it's kind of slow and passive. Which means, of course, that you're kind of at the mercy of window luck. And that's definitely, I think, like, for sure, I fucked up. And that was entirely on me. I just panicked and started pulling myself up for no reason. Taking that kind of defensive approach means you have to sort of be passive and wait. And yeah, windows are gonna open and close and kind of screw you over. Yeah, I got a good score, but man, that death sucks. Definitely not necessary. Why? Ah! That's the see, they're like falling instantly. Yeah, they hit on the same frame. I mean, I guess that's another risk. But I wonder if that's just like a port thing. Maybe that just does not happen in the Super... Because I don't think I've ever had it happen, and that's the version I've played the most. But yeah, the spawns, like the enemy and hazard spawns, are kind of based on where you are in the building. So, you kind of want to go as fast as you can. Okay, I got a little bit lucky there. Yeah, my inputs are not good, but it is definitely you really want a 4-way joystick for this, is what I'm learning. So even though it's cool to have the joystick control, I'm starting to think, well, it's not surprising, again, just due to my familiarity and habit, but I'm starting to think that maybe setting up pad controls for this would be the preferred way to play. But honestly, like, the reason why I'm finding that discovery noteworthy, if not surprising, is that I think it's fairly obvious that it would be just, again, due to familiarity, the setup that would give me the highest chance of success. But I'm also realizing, playing this, that the way these joysticks feel and behave and perform is most likely not really giving me the, like, intended sort of arcade experience anyway. But I'm not fully placing blame on the controls being unfamiliar or poorly performant. There's also... Oh, that was lucky. Situation I've described before where, based on the timing of your inputs, you kind of expect your hands to be in a certain position, and you know, you play accordingly. But then when it turns out that they're not actually in that position where you thought they were, things don't go well. Because it's very hard to visually adjust to something like that, like sort of after the fact. But I feel like, to be fair, just forging myself in the fires of the arcade version should make some of the other versions maybe a little smoother. We'll see. Like, easiest part. There we go. Was that the first Deathless Stage 1? Yeah, there's definitely ways. I mean, for all I know, I might have those kinds of gates in these sticks, but I can't be fucked opening them up to find out. Definitely the best run so far. Getting this far deathless and the extend. Holy shit, there's like... It's crowded. I was reaching for his window when he started popping up, and I instantly started holding down to grab below, but I didn't have time to reach with my hand. And I was trying to climb left. That's the worst feeling when you're like, you're on a good run, and then you just take 2 deaths, like, back to back. I mean, at least the second one was my fault. The first one was a bit bullshit. This is... Oh, yeah, great. Okay, woo. Okay. Dude, is Vulture ever gonna fuck off? There we go. Alright, I usually prefer to go on the left, because you have a little more room here. I've never actually gotten killed by the sign, granted, but... Not taking any risks. So the way I assume it... Alright, we actually recover this time. I think it's just a matter of, like, you die eventually, basically. Get generated, if you will. Wow, the balloon pieced out really fast. Okay. I think we're probably headed towards a high score here. We could game over before we get another 3,000 points, for sure. Oh my god, the fucking girder's just going halfway across the screen. Okay. I guess you can survive those too. That was super lucky. Oh yeah, so objects, maybe they start falling at different speeds. That was so lucky. But yeah, that's the worst, when the dudes just pop out, like, literally right in front of you. Dude, this is so fucking hard. This is way harder than the Super Famicom version. But that checks out too, because, you know, if you recall, when I first got that Super Nintendo cartridge, it's the Nichibutsu Arcade Classics, and it's a collection of 3 games. It has Crazy Climber on it, it's got Moon Crusta, and Frisky Tom. So when we first did the, like, unboxing stream and playing that game, we played through all 3 of them. And on literally my first credit of Frisky Tom, the score I got was apparently, like, beating the MAME world record. So it stands to reason that, just generally speaking, those versions are easier than the actual arcade versions. Arcade Crazy Climber definitely has no chill. Yeah, I'm just curious to see if there's anything here that, like, there's no difficulty setting. Well, I want to do something else here. Something I discovered, which makes sense, but I was not aware of, is that the US version is a bit different. I mean, I guess it makes sense that the version I'd played was the Japanese version. Because literally I have never, like, you know, the versions I've played are Japanese releases. But there are some differences in the US version. This game has 0 issues. That is accurate. That is entirely accurate. It has no chill, but also no issues. Because this is the parent ROM in MAME. When I was first setting up for the arcade, this is the first one I booted up, and instantly I'm like, "Whoa, what the heck is going on here?" And I think if you're familiar with this game primarily through my streams, I think you may have a similar reaction. Let's see. Okay, first of all, let's turn on the audio. So already you may have heard something a little different. Like, what's that weird noise when you start climbing? Ouch. Yeah, it's got different voices. Which, like, you know, fair enough. The original voices were in Japanese. But that sound is, like, so weird. It feels like way too high fidelity. I fucking hate these guys who show up right on top of your head. Whoa, whoa. Diagonal moves. Like, what the heck's that sound? It's just funny, too, that he makes this noise, like, a second after. I mean, I'm sure it's the same in the Japanese version, just the sound itself is just a little slower, so it just, I don't know, it makes it, adds to the silliness of it to me. But not in a good way, exactly. Like, what the hell is that noise? Wow! Like, the instrumentation and the music is all fucked up. I guess that, like, it sounded like it's a climbing noise in the intro. But I think it's part of the music. Girders are fucking out to kill you for sure. Like, very deliberately so. I was really hoping I'd be able to get to the windows before, oh, I got a little grace period here. Maybe that's a change for the US version or a later revision or something. Because we didn't get... There were literally 0 window people. And then we got to the next sort of phase with the girders. Oh no! Fucking hell. Hey, what's up, Glowforge? Thank you very much for the kind words, and happy Christmas to you as well. Fucked up. So maybe this version is easier. Like, obviously, the console versions and stuff that I have are not based on the US version. But it's very possible that they made changes to the game, or at least it's plausible that they would have made changes that would then have been sort of retrofitted into other subsequent ports and releases. Holy shit, this noise. The audio is, I mean, aside from the English voices, there's so many oddities going on with the sound in this version. The balloon is fucking impossible to catch. Maybe there's some strats for doing that also. I mean, I'm sure there are. It sounds funny to me. It doesn't sound very celebratory. Anyway, stage 3. Let's get wrecked by girders and dumbbells. We have 1 extra life left somehow. Did we get additional extends?
Go for it!
Go for it! Yeah, that's the gambare. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you just get fucking destroyed by this game. I can't bother to rub. Let's just end. It's intense, but this game's awesome. I love this game. Let's see if we can outdo that score. Let's see if we can send higher in a literal and figurative sense. I was like trying to think, like, if you're in that spot, are you better off trying to like move sideways? But I think realistically you kind of aren't, because when you're in that exact spot, you have to recover your extended hand. It's scary. Whoa, that was close. You already have to move your hand down in order to be able to move sideways anyway. At that point, like, it's not really saving much time. Scary. Oh, boy. Almost extended my hand right into that other flower. That's the thing, like, when you're moving up and down, you're very much limited to... Like, if you're holding joysticks, both joysticks up or down, you're not going to be able to take more than 1 step, basically. But when you're moving sideways, you just hold both joysticks left or right, and you'll keep extending, which can make it fairly easy to overshoot. Holy shit, that window was closing fast. No! Oh my god. I should have just stayed. I tried to go sideways, but I got an accidental diagonal input, which made him let go of his grip. So that was a completely needless death. But it's stuff like that, my instincts of, like, when and how to move sideways, that I have to, like, readjust to take my imprecise inputs into the equation in this version. No, I don't need a octagonal gate. That's the problem. I need 4-way joysticks. I need joysticks that do not have diagonals on them. Because the game doesn't. I'm sure it was designed for 4-way joysticks. I'm not sure what confused me more there: the fact that I survived, or the fact that I was not able to move sideways. Yeah. It's a mystery, but at the same time. It's like if you're... If death seems... Yeah. If death seems inevitable, you might as well hunker down and possibly survive. But it seems like with the thing with the dumbbells is that they glide right through you. So I wonder if it's like you're basically getting hit on multiple frames, and that's why it doesn't... Like, that's why you don't survive. Because it doesn't kill you, like, sometimes it seems like you're getting hit and you're surviving it, but then you die right afterwards anyway. Well, this is not the best run, obviously. Oh! I didn't mean to do that, that's fine. As long as they don't hit your head. I suppose that's possible. I mean, the way the game functions, I guess it makes sense that you would have essentially different hitboxes for different part of your body. Because it's not like your character is in one spot. Like, the game very much keeps tabs on where your separate hands are, at least. And you can definitely die from getting hit on your hands, or arms at the very least, by flowers. You can, like, reach into a column next to you and get hit. So I don't know, there's definitely something to that I probably would not have considered. Oh my god, did you see how fucking fast that window closed? Like, that's a thing that I don't recognize from other versions. It's not that they always have the same speed. But then the window's just kind of closing out of nowhere super fast. It's a bit fucked. Hit this shit. Oh boy. I'll get the chat in a second when I can breathe. That's scary. No, they're definitely... Items are definitely falling at different speeds. I thought that was like maybe something that happened on later stages, but... Nope, it's happening right here.
Go for it!
Yes, I'm trying. Wow! Have I ever built an arcade stick? Not from scratch. I used to dabble a bit in customizing. But I was always a little bit more kind of trouble than it was worth. Yeah, I guess it hit my hand there.
Go for it!
In hell.
Oh, no!
Oh my god! I accidentally overextended to the side. and my other hand wasn't. This part is so fucked. And yeah, I mean, points, playing for score, of course, to an extent, but score is always secondary to surviving, in my opinion, so I'll go with whatever strat gives me the best chance of survival over what gives me the highest points. And the thing is, like, anytime you try to move sideways to dodge something, you kind of invite that risk of an input miss. Same thing like doing movements like I just did to adjust my arms. Like, I kind of prefer to do it one arm at a time, even though technically you can absolutely do it simultaneously, and it's faster that way. I have a much easier time keeping track of where my hands are going. If I do it kind of one at a time. I'm pretty sure I've not caught the balloon once in this game. I've done it in Hyper Crazy Climber. I think I've done it in 2000. I don't think I've actually done it in this one. Alright, well, Forge, have a nice day at work, Merry Christmas, and take care. Get some more. You must go in here. Let me pause the game. Mitsubishi USA Co. Limited. It's fucked with the girders when they, like... They fall, and then... They bounce, and they sort of shift directions, and it's really hard to make out when they bounce. I feel like it's harder to see in here in this version, because the noise is just... Can I fucking enter... Oh, I guess the US version just lets you enter 3 letters? Is that it? I guess so. That's strange. Weird. Ah, we didn't get a new high score. Alright. Well, I think... Well, I was going to say something about... We've seen about as much of this as we were going to be able to see, or we've had as much fun as we're going to have. We could have a lot more fun with this. But, point being, we have other games to get to. So I think we should do just that. We should move on to something else. Now, there were a number of home ports of this game. We're going to move on to one version that maintains the original control scheme. And I was kind of fascinated, or I had a bit of realization looking into it. Let's get some jams going. And we'll shut this down in the meantime. Give me a sec here for prep. We're going to be checking out the family computer version of Crazy Climber, which was released in, I believe, 1986 or something. It came out significantly later. I could be wrong about that, but let me actually double check, because now I'm unsure here. It was not like a super early release, I don't think. But since I'm unsure, I have to look up. December of 1986. This is a Christmas game. December 26th, 1986, which is, obviously not just significantly delayed from the arcade version, but also not really in an era where you saw a lot of arcade ports. I mean, there were arcade ports, but when it was in an era when Famicom games, as their own thing, distinctly different from arcade games, had certainly begun to establish themselves. So it seems a little unusual, because certainly in 83, 84, you had a lot of, Nintendo's first-party arcade ports. You had stuff like, I don't know, Lode Runner. I think it was an 84 game, which was a huge hit. And that's, of course, not an arcade game, but it's somewhat similar in its, very bare bones presentation and all that stuff. And Crazy Climber definitely fits into that era of Donkey Kongs and Popeyes and even slightly fancier stuff like Xevious or whatever else. So it's a little unusual that it came so much later. However, it is, as Atomic Runner alludes to, a far more than just a straight port. Yeah. I mean, scaling towers is good for any time of year, but for sure, it's got that seasonal flair to it, doesn't it? So I have remembered hearing that the Famicom version of Crazy Climber had a control scheme that mimics the arcade version. And when I booted it up, I was a little surprised just the other day to test it. I was a little bit surprised that it defaulted to it, and then I had a facepalm moment when I was like, well, fucking of course. This was released for Famicom, which of course came with 2 controllers hardwired to the system. No one, because obviously otherwise, it would be weird to release a game that requires 2 controllers. But since every Famicom in everyone's household had 2 controllers, that was a perfectly reasonable thing to do. There was nothing strange about it. Arguably a little bit quirky to certainly not many games would have required you to use 2 controllers that way. But it is also the obviously best way to go about it, because 1 D-pad and 2 buttons is, I mean, obviously not enough to actually get the proper control scheme working. Is it enough to get any semblance of Crazy Climber gameplay going at all? We may receive some input on that question with later games today. But it's just one of those things that seem obvious in hindsight, but for some reason it hadn't occurred to me that the game doesn't feature any kind of simple control mode. So I'm trying to think. I wonder if Hyper Crazy Climber, I want to say we've played some game that featured some kind of a simple mode, which I don't even understand how it's going to work exactly. In any case, let me do a little bit of setup here for my my Crazy Climber controller. For those of you who didn't see it, we've got it set up here with my dual joysticks here. And let's see. So, oh boy, this is going to be really confusing. Okay. Now I'm just... What's going on? Okay. So when I'm trying to change inputs here, it's like giving a constant read. I can't even explain it. I can't be bothered, but it's giving me problems. I need to do a little bit of troubleshooting here. Yeah, because it's like... The inputs are working, but there's, for some reason, rotation axes that are like giving constant inputs. So I'm not sure if I can change something here. Is it like, no? So like, and it basically, anytime I try to bind something, it is, it's immediately binding it to some axis that doesn't like exist or do anything. And I seemingly cannot do anything about it. Wait, was it the... Okay, yeah, so it's the L2 and R2, which are both an axis and a button. Okay, let me try something really stupid. It's funny that this didn't give me any problems. Switch to PS3 mode? Really, that's gonna not work any better. I mean, Windows recognizes it. Actually, it's like miss. Okay. Okay, well, it's not. Surprising. Okay, bear with me. I'm trying to troubleshoot here. I may possibly be closer to a solution here. I think I fixed it. That was unexpected. Okay, and port 2. All right, finally, I think the controls are all set up. So let's hide that. And all right, we'll have visuals in a sec. So, maybe if we have other experts in chat, let us know about the stuff. But there's definitely way more shit going on in this version than in the arcade game. Let's see, can I... Okay, select button changes that. And I think if I tap right, or any direction on my right stick... Nope. Button. Do I have to press start? Okay, I press start. So normal pattern... Yep, okay, whatever. Weirdly smooth scrolling. We've got a little hat. So it's a little bit of a Donkey Kong 94 vibe, where starts off familiar enough. Interesting that the map on the left doesn't actually show you what's coming up on the stage. Funny that they made him, like, skin-colored. So he, like, fully blends into the building. way more. Yeah, this stuff starts like falling slower. It plays well. Feels faithful. But of course it's a little different in a lot of ways. Like the scrolling and when you push yourself upwards, like it doesn't feel quite right. Oh yeah, Kong doesn't move like back and forth the same way. It like stays on one side for a bit. But like I assume we're gonna have more tile sets or graphics or some changes. I mean, I guess we'll see soon enough. Alright, I mean, already we're having a slightly easier time. First levels have stuff like section forcing you to climb down. I can't even... My mind can't even comprehend that. Yeah, look at the score. Score is very different. Normal pattern 2, start, and then a bunch of numbers. Oh, yeah, okay. This is pretty different. Okay. Maybe not that different. Oh boy. Holy shit! The way they fall. Survived somehow. Oh, fucking skeletons! Dropping upside down cactuses. Somehow survived that. No, oh, okay. I understand why I couldn't go right. I got stuck. Due to my own hubris. And fucking up. Oh my, holy shit, the way they go so far to the side. It's crazy. I mean, I guess it would be. Fucking crazy girders. 0 lives left. Oh my, like... Not me. Alright, but can we continue from stage 2 is the question then. I guess so, okay. I have no idea what the numbers on the bottom are supposed to signify. Thing is, like, we now have 1 less life on this stage. Last time we had the extend. But we have better luck. I don't know. Why can I don't know if it's graphics. I was trying to decipher what was going on there. Why was... Because I thought I understood why I was stuck and couldn't move. And then I tried to move my hands accordingly, and it wouldn't budge. Let's go way faster. Okay. Guess you just do this so you can just... Guess you can grab the building after falling. I guess that's a mechanic in this. You just fucking keep climbing. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, they're throwing dynamite. That's new. Alright, we're learning. So basically, girders and dumbbells, you just keep pushing the joysticks up and down, just keep climbing. Fuck's sake. Can I get an opening, please? Alright. It's pretty rough. But yeah, the audio's good. Like, you got nice sound effects, you have little voice clips and stuff. Yeah, you just brute force them. It's pretty funny. No, I didn't mean... Dude, I can't even fucking tell when these grates are open or closed. That's a bit fucked, to be perfectly honest. Oh. I mean, if I was a fan of Crazy Climber and I had this version in the mid-80s, I'd probably be pretty happy with it. It's definitely pretty cool. And it's like, you know, it's kind of expanding on the original game. But I feel for sure, like, they could have easily have released a, like, just straight arcade port in, like, 82, 83, and it would still have been the best version of the game. But I don't know, maybe Nichibutsu weren't, like, putting out Famicom stuff at the time. There we go, now we can actually move sideways to make this a little more doable. And we're past the dynamites, it looks like. Oh, neon sign. Like to be able to move left or right as the situation demands. A little percussion there. I like the balloon music in this version. I feel like the balloon was like even closer to the top of the building in this version. Kind of cool to get a hot air balloon. We've seen that in other versions. Kind of neat to see that in this port already. We did it. We made it to stage 3. Oh, that's right. I guess we didn't get an extend that first time because you don't get extends in this version. I guess. I don't even know. Dude, I don't like these flesh tone buildings. I can't see where my arms are. I mean, the graphics are nice. Oh shit! Oh shit! That's awesome. I thought there was, like, bombs. But no, they're just a ball and chain. A giant ball and chain that someone's throwing out their window, I guess. In the event that a crazy climber should climb past and get shackled to it. Alright, that's pretty good. Okay. Oh, I think, I'm not even sure if the dude's party thing killed me or the window closing. I just kind of wanted to see if I could just climb past. Because the timing windows seem pretty narrow. I'm definitely pretty hard. Timing for the horizontal move, or actually the timing for grabbing in general is definitely different in this version. Feels a little bit off. Got past the sign part faster in this version. Evidently it does feel a lot easier to climb at what feels like sort of maximum speed. I don't know that I am. But it kind of feels like you're climbing without really stopping. Dude, that balloon. It's even close to it. Despite going that fast.
Friendship. Friendship again.
Hey, pink helicopter, we did it. What is up, D? Merry Christmas to you, and thank you for that friendly jaxophone. Bringing in the holidays. Was that a... Yeah, I think we got that stage first try. Yeah, look at the score. Those are some big puntos. Stage 4. Sorry, normal pattern 4. I just realized I should have put, like, the thing on the thing, which version we're playing. Can I pause? Yeah, let me do that. There we go. Actually, do I put it like this instead? Let's do this. That's better, I guess. All right. Some pretty different structures here. We're kind of mixing tile sets. That's pretty cool. All right, we got multi-dropping skeletons. Big shutters, I guess. Or whatever. Can I climb on those things on the left and right? I'm gonna guess no. Oh, that's pretty sick. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that's kind of in 2000. A little bit different here, but because in 2000 there's these like window cleaning machines. All right. Picked up a magnifying glass, I think, or a lollipop or something. Oh shit! All right. Not just Kong in this version, huh? That's awesome. Dude, I definitely underestimated how sick this version was. Like, even knowing that it wasn't just a straight port, I didn't think it would... I don't know. I wasn't expecting Godzilla. Let me just put it that way. Oh. Holy shit, fucking... Hidden... Okay. Okay, I guess this is as good a time as any to learn how to... climb downwards. What the? What the fuck? Oh my god, I have to play it like a regular Famicom game. Oh, okay. I can't, like, run to the left. What the fuck? I have to, like... I have to, like, do this and play sideways. Upside down. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm at a loss for words. Really. So, I don't know, I picked up like a magnifying glass at some point, and then it looked like putting myself in a particular position spawned a key, which in turn spawned a door. Going into the door entered like a side-scrolling thing where there was another magnifying glass. Maybe those numbers at the bottom of the, like, intro screen, maybe they have something to do with, like, there being 8 hidden collectibles or something in those, like, hidden zones. So where the fuck did I... Dude, there's number 2 down there. Which I think went up when I collected that magnifying glass. I don't know, man. It's pretty lucky. Yeah, it's really weird, because, like, your vertical movements feel faster in this version. Like the amount of time it takes to move your hand from one vertical position to the next. Okay, let's try this again. I have 2 lives for this version also. Oh, oh, okay. I jumped a little higher than I thought there. No, I think I'm back. No. Okay. Yeah, okay, so if you press down, I guess that is crouching. You're just like sitting on your ass. Oh, fucking piranhas. Okay. You die pretty quickly here. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Nice. Okay. So does that warp us higher? I guess, maybe? It's hard to tell. Who knows? Yeah, switching to the sideways regular controls a little easier on 2 Famicom controllers than on dual arcade joysticks. I literally had to play sideways. Luckily, the controls were simple enough that it was doable. Okay, good. We cleared the stage here. Now let's see if anything looks different on the next, like, stage intro screen. What's up, McCall? That's pretty crazy. Like, I collect a key which spawned a door. You have to climb backwards to reach the door and enter a fucking side-scrolling hidden dimension. Yeah, we got the medal on stage 4. That's what I figured. So that means there are 8 stages. Normal pattern. So maybe if you beat the normal pattern, or maybe if you beat the normal pattern with 8 medals, you get a different pattern. It's so cool because this... Yeah, I got stuck. I'm recognizing a lot of stuff from other later games, like this stage tile set reminds me quite a bit of like the underwater stage in Hyper Crazy Climber. Yeah, like the shutters look very similar too. And even the concept of all these like different hazards is a bit reminiscent of that too. Even if they're not the exact same hazards. Fucking hate the dynamite. I guess we got robots on this stage. I like that. That's a cool idea with like different dudes dropping shit. No. Alright. Whoa. Yeah. So the biggest problem I'm having with this game, which actually is... Oh, okay. It's quite similar to Hyper Crazy Climber in a way. Is this a fucking ice level? Okay. Is that it's kind of difficult to see if a shutter is fully closed or not. This version is definitely crazy. I'll say that much. Ooh, magnifying glass. E. Nice, okay. Nope. Alright. We need the magnifying glass. Find the metal. No! Okay, well, I have one more life. But I think I have to get the magnifying glass again. It's kind of fucked because you can't... If you press a diagonal, the controls kind of don't work. You know what? You're probably safer taking a higher route here. Oh, God, you have to get out. All right, we did it. Can we beat the stage, though? I mean, it's getting pretty wild already, I have to say. Oh, that was a pickup thing. A little clock? Alarm clock? Whew. Man, I was not ready for this version to be this intense. I don't know if this is really wild, like it's not ready for this to get extra. Oh, I guess there is a timer. I didn't even, because I figured like maybe it's like a stopwatch and you hazard stop or something, but that clearly didn't happen. All right. I guess I can't climb there. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, I'm fucked. I figured I mean, I could tell, obviously, that it's just like one column wide. They have to like chase them to get to that section. Oh, okay, that thing. Makes sense, I guess. So if you get hit by the little shackle at the end of the chain, the ball and chain gets hooked onto your foot and you get dragged down a couple of floors. But I suppose it makes sense that if the actual ball hits you in the head, you're not gonna hold on. I was like, maybe I want to get ahead of him. Blast. I mean, I'm dying a lot, though. Yeah, there's very interesting... Like, we were talking recently, right, about making a Crazy Climber clone, or, like, building on this game, and I was basically saying that... Oh, shit. You don't really need to add much. Like, just taking the existing game, you can put a lot of interesting twists on it by, you know, having different rules, or different scoring, or different, you know... some kind of a cooperative mode or competitive mode with multiple players. But of course, you know, we've seen in a number of versions that surely, I mean, there's no limit to what you could do in terms of inventing new hazards and obstacles and stuff, but it's a little bit surprising to me that this version, being as old as it is, goes to the lengths that it does to add new stuff. I mean, it's really awesome. I'm loving it. And it certainly makes more sense as a 1986 game with that in mind. Freaking Oni. But I'm still impressed. It's still just got a lot more going on than I expected. Dropping upside down Batmans on me. I bet I'm supposed to go down. Oh, shit. Alright, it's pretty sick. Can I... Okay. Oh, okay. Kind of weird. Yeah, I mean, the controls make sense too, right? Because the, as mentioned, like, of course, every Famicom had 2 controllers. I'm gonna, like, game over. I'm actually gonna skip that door. Pretty close to the end here. Obviously, we're not collecting everything anyway. Like, we missed a bunch on the earlier stages. Assuming they were there. A lot of stages end with these, like, really narrow hours. But I bet the controls were at least part of the reason I reckon why this wouldn't have been released outside of Japan. Because it's not like the quality of this game is any lesser than what you would see in games being released in non-Japanese markets. Well, come to think of it, like, when the NES launched, it came with 2 controllers, even though you could, of course, unplug them and lose them or sell them or what have you. It wasn't, like, technically as much of a given that an NES would have 2 controllers as it would be with a Famicom. Oh, yeah, I was getting around that, I guess. It's scary. You definitely want to go on this side. Graphics are a little abstract here. I'm not sure. Oh, fucking these guys. But at least here you can navigate around them. Oh! Okay, I didn't mean to climb up like that, but... Honestly, the shutters seem like way less of an issue in this game in general. Ah. Than in other versions. Alright, so do I start here? Obviously, I don't think the dragons are gonna, like, despawn. Oh, or maybe they do. Or you just, there's like a checkpoint before it. Oh, fuck. I have to look at their eyes to see. But the pattern was a little bit uneven. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy shit going on in this game. It's pretty sick. Let's see if we can at least get through. Oh my god! Fuck me. Is there a rewind key? I don't know. I thought I pressed select. Enable state rewinding. That doesn't seem like it's gonna help us, is it? Alright, fuck it. It's just about to say, let's see if we can clear one loop at least. We know more of this game's secrets and quirks at this point. I'm actually curious to see if I can just... Oh, okay. I was curious, I wanted to test if I could sort of brute force... Because you can kind of brute force other things by just continuing to climb. Because once you get sort of knocked down, it seems like you can kind of keep climbing anyway. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but... Little Nichibutsu sign right in the middle of the building? Sure, why not? Yeah, this first stage really betrays the complexity and craziness of this game. Like, it starts off very... I mean, it's basically stage 1 from the arcade game, of course, but... because a lot of other things aren't quite like the arcade, just in terms of the controls and the scrolling and obviously the graphics, it makes it seem like it's a mostly faithful, if a little bit sort of watered down version of the arcade game, but obviously that is not the case. Well, evidently it becomes obvious that that is not the case later on. Alright, so I took a needless death, but that's fine. Let's see if we can... But I wonder how you have to... Because, like, the other stages later on... the magnifying glasses and keys were kind of... I don't know, I was just, like, stumbling upon them. But I didn't see anything of the sort in these earlier stages. See, the flower pot was what took me out there. Yeah, Hyper Crazy Climber, unfortunately, I think is a game that has, for its ideas, it has a lot more very real problems with, like, readability and... Oh, yeah, the shutter was closed. I don't like that version all that much. Like, I would like to like it more than I actually do. Because it just makes it hard and not as enjoyable to play. Like, the continue system... with the slot machine and all that stuff is also a bit whack. Like, you can save the game, but it doesn't save how many lives you have. So even if you like farm extra lives, you have to like redo the farming after you load your save game. Stuff like that, which is a bit messed up. It just makes it more, like, tedious and less enjoyable to play. It's so funny, you can just... Oh! Not the dynamite. The girders and dumbbells you can basically ignore. Yeah, visually, like, presentation-wise, I think 2000 is maybe my favorite, just because, I mean, it's kind of ugly. I didn't mean to... Not a lot I could do there. Technically, I could maybe have climbed down, but yeah, it's funny, stage 2 is like the hardest. Like, I just kind of wish that 2000 was... Like, I think its weakness... I'm gonna go left, but... its weakness is really that it's only got the 4 stages. Because... It does interesting stuff with climbing around the corners and the window cleaning machines and stuff like that. It's got some cool obstacles and ideas, like, I like that game an awful lot. But I mean, I guess especially playing this, like, it would be cool to see... Shutter closed. Like, just the overall scope of 2000 is very modest. It's a late, presumably quite a, you know, low-budget release. But it's still probably my overall favorite. Like, having to stop to see that those... Like, I don't know, climbing down is really awkward. Like, the controls aren't exactly designed for you to do it. So, I mean, you... They are and they aren't, but... Yeah, this is, like, the hardest part when you don't have any width to work with. See, now it's fine. Hold on a little bit to see where the next... So now they stop, of course. Hopefully... Be enough for us to get through. I don't exactly know how the electricity works, but... Oh. Alright. So is this platform stage going to be a little easier, maybe? Maybe, maybe not. Fucking stage 2 being the hardest. Why? Why is the bird fucking parked right on top of this platform? Dude, these patterns are fucked. I legitimately way more trouble with stage 2 than any other stage. Well, it's a shame I fucked up the continue because, as much as I'm enjoying this, I think we kind of have somewhat limited time here. Given everything else I want to check out. I'm not giving up just yet, but... we'll see. Because, yeah, we're definitely checking out Crazy Climber 2. And that one I'm really excited for. I played like 5 seconds of it, and it seems pretty sick. Okay, we had way better dynamite luck there. We just were able to breeze through that section. Yep. Easy. I guess, I mean, it retains that aspect that you're kind of at the mercy of RNG. Sometimes you just have a lot better luck. I guess you just have to, like, memorize and learn where the magnifying glasses and keys drop. In order to be able to collect them. That's kind of lucky. There's something here? On here somewhere? The door was on the left. I guess the... yeah. My hand was not where I thought it was. Falling on the bottom thing there. Oh, on the far right. Oh. The map on the left is really weird because it's like scrolling. Like, I don't know. It's. I mean, you can still see how far up on the screen the little green dude is. But it's still kind of weirdly hard to parse. Still can't get over the fucking well, they're not side-scrolling, but 2D platforming sections. Side view, I guess you can call them, at least. No, I need to be exactly not there. But moving to the left would not have helped, so... This is the life. It's pretty good. It's what the entirety of 2020 and 2021 is built up to. I'm gonna have some delicious food later. Opening Christmas presents and everything. It's gonna be great. I mean, it is already pretty great. It's only getting better. For Christ's sake. Yeah, fucking this section fucked me up. Windows 2. Oh my god. I would have had time there, but it's awkward to gamble on the windows. Kept hitting my feet. Whoa. Alright, we did... Oh, boy. Nope, I'm... accidentally climbed down. I lose 10 seconds of the timer. That's interesting, but it kind of makes sense, because I did notice that the timer seemed extremely generous. Like, anytime I've glanced at it, there's like a 3-digit number. That's a kind of interesting addition, because of course, the arcade version doesn't have a timer. That I'm aware of. Well, I mean, it's got the bonus countdown, right? But you don't have a time limit. I don't think that was definite. Oh, cool. Old gyrocopter. I don't think the or ceiling fan, whatever this is. You know, timers weren't really a thing in 1980. Like, at a certain point, you started taking for granted an arcade game's gonna have a timer to kick you off the machine. But that wasn't necessarily... Okay, I'm surviving at least. Like, that was just something that hadn't been... If not invented, at least not... Oh, that was a 1-up, I think. Standardized. I think we'll wait for him. Long's proportions are so weird. Got these little, not just skinny legs, but like kind of dainty, tapering legs. I'm fucked. But I got a bunch of lives, so we're fine. I guess normal pattern 3, that's what the numbers on the top left stand for, N3. Basically stage 3, loop 1, I guess. Beat for time, and lives at the very bottom. Yeah, didn't find any magnifying glasses or anything, but we did get the most powerful pose for grabbing the chopper, so it's all good. You can't skip it, but you can pause it. It's good. Alright, we're past stage 2. I think stage 4 was the one we actually cleared first try. Awkward, but we got there. I must say, I am having fewer input issues in this version than I did in the arcade version. But of course, that makes sense because this would have been, because it's made for Famicom, you're not going to be able to play it with a 4-way joystick, so... Oh, invincibility. Cool. I guess. But there's like a key here somewhere, right? Oh, I guess I missed it. And I ran out of invincibility juice. Ah! Anyway, yeah, the game would have been designed, the controls would have been designed with a little more allowance for accidental diagonals, because you're going to get those on a D-pad. Much like on an 8-way joystick. So probably the arcade version basically... something about like a diagonal kind of counting for inputs in a different way. Whereas here, you have to be a little more deliberate. Oh yeah, I didn't even see this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't remember this section because yeah, we got the hidden room last time, which when you complete it, you skip past it. That's interesting. We're technically getting to see more new content here that we didn't see last time. Yep, I went up pretty fast there, so luckily we have one more extra life. Even the kind of speed and aggression with which the shutters open and close feel kind of more reminiscent of Hyper Crazy Climber than the original in this. Because even when you have a lot of them opening and closing, they usually don't open and close so rapidly. Right. Yeah, well, we still first tried it. So now we're on stage 5, right? Yeah. Yeah, I guess you should try to memorize and learn just where you find the keys, because frankly, at least some of them, it's probably easier to do that part than just climbing up the wall. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, I'm sure. It is a 35-year-old game. I would expect most of its secrets to be well documented. Alright, so dynamite's coming here. Oh! That's a stopwatch. Yeah, I was fucked. These dynamite sections are extremely rough, but it sucks that they're so luck dependent too. Like, you can barely squeeze between them when they're like coming down in the middle. Just gotta like rush it when they're on screen and you can, and hope for the best. Oh wait, no, that's not a thing I wanted. Maybe that's a secret thing there, but see, that looks like a wall. So I figured I was supposed to go here. But yeah, climbing down is tricky. You have to, like, find your spots, like, in between the windows. Definitely kind of counterintuitive, which, I mean, makes sense. Doing the literal opposite of what you otherwise do. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. That's exactly how I did it last time. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like some kind of invisible hidden path where you can climb. That shit is mad confusing anyway. I'm not sure why I dodged that. I didn't really need to. Okay, yeah. Nothing falling from this. Well, except fucking dynamite, of course. Luckily, they keep falling way off the sides. Like, how do you catch up with that balloon? I don't quite get it. But yeah, dude, fucking stage 2. The big hurdle. Oh yeah, gotta wait for this. Stage 6. We're almost caught up. We got to stage 7, right? This is this whole part. I mean, we're obviously gonna game over here, but I was like, do I want to go up above that guy? But it seems very, very difficult. I have to press select like an extra time there. You press select once to skip the little intro title scroll, and then you press select one more time to toggle to continue. I pressed select one time too few that first time. I got an input miss. I mean, that's obviously how you actually do it. But yep, I got a wrong diagonal input. Then you go over to this side. Guess maybe I want to go over to left side again here. I mean, I guess I did. Makes that a lot more bearable. Climbing up that, like, single column feels a bit scary, even though you would sort of trust the game to not put a bunch of shit there. I'm dead. That was not correctly timed. I could tell just as I did it, like, wait, hang on. I could have waited one step closer. Oh, dude, I don't even get to skip. Oh, okay, so the ogre despawns, actually. That's nice. It's a little bit scary just doing the... dodging the windows on the single column. Ooh, dead end kind of looking thing. That might have been a secret. Because I think it's kind of like that in Hyper Crazy Climber. Well, yep. Nope. Okay. Just grabbed with his abs, I guess. Oh. Yeah, but it's pretty cool still if the game, like, sort of requires a little more acrobatics, navigating back and forth. I think the level design in this, I'm not sure if I would say that it's, like, much better than any other version or anything, but it's quite interesting. Definitely doing a lot with... it's kind of like, you know, when we played a bunch of these different versions of Prince of Persia, like the Mega Drive port that has, like, some extra stages. Oh my... Oh, game over. Well, do it again. You can kind of tell those stages apart from the Mechner's stages. For the most part, you know, in some cases they kind of break some design rules, but in other cases they just sort of do slightly different things within the realm of those kind of conventions. I pushed him up. I got greedy, I guess, but it's also... I don't feel like I can entirely trust my ability to discern the state of the shutters. So, like, anytime I'm second guessing or trying to wait them out, I didn't mean to push up like that. I wanted to. I could have fixed it. like if I'm being cautious and waiting, I'm just as likely to like misread whether a window is open or closed anyway. Kind of better off. And then you get shit like this where, yep, got hit on the same frame. Hey, what's up, Heavy Viper? This game is extremely high quality. It's just kind of hard. Did not have this much trouble with stage 6 the first time on it. I don't think. Let's see if we can actually get past this first section. Alright, so far so good. If I go left here, I guess there's a invincible juice. It's gonna help me there. And then it's gonna basically run out. Yep. Because the windows, or the shutters rather, open and close at such different speeds too. They're pretty unpredictable, which makes it hard to strategize around waiting for them, in my humble opinion. Alright, so let's go left here. Okay. I didn't mean to move up that way, but yeah, the RNG can be really rough. So I think I'm gonna get pushed past. No, okay, let's try again. Because you might have noticed that, see, it just looks like it stops here. So I'm curious if that's a thing, or what's gonna happen here. No, it's literally just a thing. We're just fucked. Okay. Gotta climb down. It's really hard. Okay, I wasn't sure if they would be that mean. Well, they would. I'm just surprised that I've managed to just instinctively avoid it so far. That's like the first time. I mean, even that time, I deliberately had remembered that was there. So I was like, let's go into this dead end and see if that really is a dead end. And turns out it was. Boy, I'm at 0 lives, so we still got a bunch left here. So funny. So this thing, it's kind of hard to explain or show, but on this cloud, there's technically, you can only grab onto certain spots, just like on the windows. Even though it doesn't look that way, like there's no visible difference between where you grab and where you can grab and where you can't. Yep. Game over, of course. And that was even with the beginning of the stage going well. So I never did find the hidden door on this stage, I don't think. I wonder if that would make the stage easier. Oh, ooh, okay. Yeah, like both the kind of readability issues and just the general kind of behavior of the shutters definitely remind me a lot of Hyper Crazy Climber. But I kind of like this better. I think there are obviously parts where Hyper Crazy Climber shines a little bit brighter. Obviously, the presentation in that game is top-notch. Got wonderful graphics, at least aesthetically. Graphics do pose some problems occasionally where it's like hard to see what's going on, but as charming as this is, it's not quite as charming as Hyper Crazy Climber. But that game also doesn't have side-scrolling, side view, whatever, platform sections. I may be screwed. Okay, I got a little lucky there. I guess you should always hedge your bets at situations like that, and not keeping your hands both on the same window. In case one of them just happens to open up. Okay, so now I'm at 2 lives here instead of 0. Hi, what's up, Sanuj? Happy Christmas. And happy Friday. And all that other stuff. There we go. I got the right grip. It just looks so funny. You get the neon sign sound effects as that happens too. Makes it just funnier, because it makes it seem like this sound effect is from you being jiggled upwards by the cloud. The electrifying thing has me spooked, not least because, again, in Crazy Climber, one of the later stages in that game, which is as far as I've ever gotten in that game. I haven't beaten that game. The electrifying neon signs is like a killer obstacle, because basically there's a section where you have those signs, you get electrified. Actually, I don't think they're neon signs. There's something else that electrocutes you, but you're simultaneously dodging 8,000 objects being chucked at you from window people, and it's terrible. Alright, level 7. We're back to where we were before I accidentally failed to continue. I don't really remember this stage, but that's fine. Right, this stuff. Yeah, you have to climb like against this thing. Pretty rough. It's pretty fucking tight, but at least here you can go along with it. A lot more margin for error. Oh yeah, the dragons are coming up, right? So can I? No. Let's not worry about that altogether. Well, okay, yeah, sure. Let me climb up there. I didn't even think about it. But still have 2 lives. So we're looking pretty good. It's really hard to like stop yourself from climbing, like realizing exactly how many steps you can climb before moving like right into the second dragon's fire. Yeah, these first guys are like deactivated. We always shoot 3 times? Looks that way, okay. Makes it easier, but still pretty rough. No. Ah, it's so hard. There's a lot of them. There were 4 of them right on top of each other. I have to redo the entire section? No, okay, not quite. Just the entire part that I couldn't do. Yeah, it's so... You have to use, like... You have to develop, rather, completely new muscle memory. We might not even make it to stage 8, to be honest, because... according to my lightly sketched schedule, I was planning to kind of break from this first section of dual joystick games in about 20 minutes. And we haven't even looked at Crazy Climber 2. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. I'm still not fucking it up. Ooh, I wonder if you can actually climb in between there. Well, I mean, that's the thing, too. There's not... Yeah, you can. So that's maybe how you're meant to get past it. There's literally nothing stopping us from playing this game any other time. So it's... not like this is our last chance to enjoy Famicom Crazy Climber. I was getting very needlessly greedy there. And I mean, it's nice to know that there is more to explore in this game. Dude, did you guys see that? I started... the shutter was closing on where I was standing right as the game started. Oh, fuck that up. I kept fucking up. Yeah, I'm losing focus. Yeah, so for the dragons, you have to, like, really quickly move up a couple of spots and then just, like, do this. Hold both sticks down. Well, that was not a good spot for that. So that you don't extend your arms into the next. Like, you have to basically make yourself as small as possible on the vertical axis. Well, this was a pretty sick port. I'm gonna need to take a short break regardless, because I need to go to the bathroom, and I've been going for quite a while here. So, when I come back, we will, maybe I'll actually, well, I'll think about that while I'm AFK for a minute, but when I return, we're going to be checking out Crazy Climber 2 for the first time on this stream. That's going to be quite exciting. But I'll leave you with some jams, some non-Crazy Climber jams, but hot jams nonetheless. And I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. This game, pretty sick. Alright, see you guys in a bit. Let's just get rid of this for now. All right. Let's get going with our next game. Just give me a sec to set up. We're gonna be checking out, as mentioned, Crazy Climber 2. You may recognize this fella if you're a subscriber. I thought it was a pretty good face. Also, I had a bunch of emote slots to fill up with something. So I mean, got some pretty elaborate graphics and shit going on here. Sure, it's gonna be some crazy obstacles. I'm interested to see how impossible the game's gonna be. Hopefully we can sort of brute force and see a little bit more of it. So let's do that. Stop the jams and let's update our info here. Chris Lemmer 8, not quite. 2. (1988) this game came out. Got a pretty cool art style, this game. Like a lot of the you know, I haven't seen a lot of it, of course, but I'm just like from what I've seen, the sense I'm getting from those like billboards and stuff, like it's got this kind of vintage quality to it, I guess. Like even the fonts and everything, kind of interesting. Let's set up some controls here. I wonder if by any chance audio levels are a bit funky. I wonder if setting your joystick to a different mode would make any difference in how it registers inputs. In terms of like, you know, accidental diagonals and whatnot. Hey, you can actually get a second bonus life, but 100k is pretty challenging to reach in the first game. I can't imagine it being any easier here. I mean, it is set to easy. It's defaulting to easy. Ooh, you can use continues. 3 continues or no. Partial invulnerability. Interesting. Alright, let's maybe turn it down a little bit. Let's do it. I love that same little intro animation. So yeah, it's definitely instantly just like not as readable as that first game. Okay, sure. You look friendly. Step point up. Sick. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Yeah, the controls are a little different. Like, conceptually, of course, they're the same. But they don't quite feel the same. Alright, hurry up. I'm already getting stressed out here. Oh, no, that lady's not very friendly. Chucking all kinds of household equipment at us. Okay, not simultaneous at least. Bricks. Okay, are we gonna see a nice old friend up here? Sounds like it. Fucked up the controls. Alright, that was not bad for our first life. A little parallax scrolling in the back. It's pretty sick. Alright, we'll get a better look at Kong another attempt, I'm sure. And so that blonde lady sometimes doesn't drop anything. The shit they drop is so huge too, like it makes it harder to see happening around. Alright, easier to catch these ladies than the balloons at least. I like that the helicopter's a little wider.
Very good.
Yeah, 26k. Well, we should hopefully be able to get one extend, but reaching 100k, that's rough. All right, okay, what's the next stage? Okay, party time. All right, girders. Oh boy. Yep. I kind of like the music, but it's hard to focus on it. A lot going on. I feel like this crazy climber fella is not the most judicious in choice of buildings to climb here, because always fucking construction sites and shit. Oh my god! Fucking... Oh, dude, look at my score. I was literally less than one step away from extending. Well, name entry is a lot smoother than in the first game, at least. Oh shit, I can actually move up and down. Wow. So, okay, yeah. Well, let's not continue. Let's do some practice and I mean, I'll want to use some continues to see how far we can make it, but oh yeah. I want to see how far I can get on one credit too. Oh, what's up, Chicken Dinner? Merry Christmas. So how? I guess you probably don't want to be right in front of that foot as it's moving up. I'm assuming she will like disappear if I take too long. I can kind of just get past that. Yeah, let's see if we can maybe catch a better glimpse at Kong this time. Yeah, he's coming up. He's got the bricks falling on us. Oh! Ooh, okay. The shirt pulled us down. We survived somehow. Yeah, I needed to, like... Yeah, well, they sure made Kong a lot more challenging. Because in the first game, admittedly, he is pretty trivial of an obstacle. But here, he seems anything but. Maybe it's just a matter of understanding how to deal with him. I don't know. Whoa! That was a little bit scared. Yeah, it just like shows up right when there's like 2 steps left, basically. It's fucking music. What's up, Lamasar? Merry Christmas. I keep forgetting that it's Christmas today. I'm so engrossed in crazy climber action. Ghost girder over there on the side. Hey, there we go. There's the extend. So we're already doing better. No, fucking let me connect. Holy shit! Okay, I'm alive. somehow. Okay, they knock you down. So if they knock you down to somewhere where there isn't anything to grab, that's when you die? Oh shit, you can climb those things? Okay, that's pretty different. Okay, weirdly empty here, but I'll gladly take it. Oh, one of those legs. Yeah, last life. Are we Donkey Kong Jr. here? Oh, okay. I don't know exactly how this game functions, but anytime it's letting us live, I'll happily take it. What the fuck? All right, no coming back from that, I guess. All right. They really want to get rid of me there. Okay, sure. I mean, I can't blame them. Yeah, fair, I guess. Okay, fuck it. Let's continue. Let's see how far we can get. I bet I have to redo the entire stage, right? Yeah. I wasn't keeping very close tabs on the map, but I reckon I must have been pretty close to the end. I like that the bongos that I don't understand, like, it's so compared to like the people in the windows, the cranes are incredibly unintuitive, like in how they move and how they hit you. Like, I guess in general the obstacles are a little more complex in their behavior in this game. I guess it's just a step point bonus for this stage. Looks different. No, I don't understand how that works. Maybe there's some variant to the holding both joysticks down. I mean, I guess hypothetically, if you continue from this level, maybe there's a shot of getting... maybe just... Okay, maybe, I mean, I guess I probably could have moved to the right there. I want to see where I was on the map. But yeah, I guess there's at least a shot of getting an extend before we game over. But it also, like, I was fully expecting this game to somehow be even more of an asshole than the original game. But yeah, one thing I really like is the fucking crane is just covering the entire screen. How do I avoid it? I like that you can see the bongos are the guys who will chuck things faster. So there's like distinct different characters who throw stuff at you, whereas in the old games it's just like kind of random. I think that's good. Like, anything that removes ambiguity, I think, is generally a good thing. Yeah, I'm not sure about how any of the step bonus stuff works, or if it... Like, anytime I get one, I try to look over only to realize that the numbers have already gone up by the time I'm looking over there. The music's going pretty nuts, though. Controls are smooth, though. I like that. Do I? Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. I mean, I started understanding a little bit of how these cranes work. But yeah, same thing with the map. Like, anytime I look over is when I'm, like, not busy climbing. Because I'm in the middle of an elaborate death animation, at which point, I guess I'm already removed from the map. Kind of interesting. They're shifting. So these kind of work more like you would expect. Where they're not, like, invisibly stuck to the same rigid, like, columns as the windows. I mean, still the same system, but you can move more freely. That's interesting. I wonder if that water behaves differently somehow. I have a feeling it probably does. Pretty gorgeous sky. It's pretty sick. I was not expecting to beat the stage. I guess we did get an extend at some point there. Hey, I mean, look at the score. Like, I guess, I mean, the scores build up pretty quickly. So if you, like, no miss stage 1 and you clear stage 2, 100k is not inconceivable by any stretch. Oh boy, yeah, this is a little hard to look at. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's a little hard. Oh. It's pretty sick. I mean, it's really in the way, but it's pretty sick. Alright, they're popping musical instruments. Dude, like, the shutters are so hard to see. I like the bass and the flute are like the same. You just withstand them just the same. Oh, there's a vulture. Okay, yeah, we haven't really seen the vulture yet, have we? Somebody. Like a fucking crowd cheering you on in this one. Whoa! Diagonal eggs. Poop, whatever it is. Alright, you got one more life. Somebody. Kinda missed the original sound, but that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I reckon this game was probably not that big of a success because there's like 8,000 ports and versions of the original game. And this one, as far as MAME is concerned, I guess only had a Japanese version, even the arcade version. I saw that there was a X68000 release of like both games. I guess the roller coaster killed me. I didn't realize it would touch me. But yeah, like, I would really expect this to be like harder and more annoying and more convoluted. Do we get one more continue? Doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, we do. One more. The window killed me. I mean, I guess it's impossible to tell when there's shit covering the screen. And you can barely see the window shutters to begin with. I think the readability stuff is not as bad as it could be, but it's not as good as it could be either, that's for sure. it's a little bit of a miracle that I survived as long as I did. Yeah, I definitely want to play this game more, but it legitimately feels like it's going to be really difficult to actually... Oh boy. Yeah, put that up. But I think, generally speaking, moving forward, like, as much as I've enjoyed the novelty of the joystick setup... Oh, that was a terrible credit. I think I would probably play this on pad, just to have more... I would just play better that way. I mean, it's neat that MAME even has this built-in partial invulnerability, which I think is a pretty funny way of phrasing it. I guess they couldn't guarantee actual invulnerability. But I would definitely enjoy playing through the game with that, just to, you know, for sightseeing, just to see all the stages and stuff. I have no idea how long the game is. But, you know, so far at least, the stages are all very distinct. And each of them has, like, unique hazards and set pieces and shit. So it would definitely be cool to see. You know, it would be worth seeing. And I don't think I would necessarily have it in me to master the game to that point. So, like, pairing the clothesline with the bricks is so hard. I feel like it would be enough of a challenge to understand how to get past Kong without that last clothesline. Clothes don't seem to kill you instantly, at least, but, I mean, it doesn't really matter at that point. But yeah, I will say this controls smoothly. Yeah, so I'm going up from 100 to 150. So in the original, the step point increases per level. But getting a step bonus right at the end of the stage seems to imply to me that that bonus would carry over. But does that mean that the... Like, if we start next stage with 150 step points, yeah. That seems to imply to me that, yeah, like, maybe you can stack the bonuses, but you're pretty much obligated to do so if you are to have any chance of actually increasing. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that's why you wouldn't necessarily want to be climbing pipes. Fucking hell, these cranes! I mean, 1988, no one was getting permission for anything. Like, everyone just put whatever stuff in their games. That shouldn't be too shocking. So the step bonus does stay... Well, I guess we'll see now if I die, because it went up from 150 to 200. It's possible that I got the step bonus at the end of stage 1, and it just reset to 150, because that's the, like, native step bonus for stage 2. Or it could just be that you're expected to grab those over the course of the playthrough. What the heck killed me there? What just happened? The window did not look closed to me. I mean, I trusted the game killed me fair and square, but it was really confusing. that's interesting. Still doesn't instantly kill you. Now I have to fucking make it back up here. Holy shit. Oh, fucking course. That shit was crazy. Ah, that didn't go very well. Alright, let's rub that. $58,500. That's our best score on from the start. I like the graphics in this game more than I thought I would, because I thought for sure that the graphics, just having seen the occasional screenshot, I expected the graphics to just be a little too noisy for the game's own good. I kind of managed to avoid that. Okay, did I survive the cranes? I think I did. I like that they go up, disappear. Also, I start with 150. No! I was lucky. Yeah, there's a lot going on in the background, but I'm completely tuning that out when I'm playing. But, like, that's a testament to the quality of the graphical presentation that I'm able to do that, basically, you know? Luckily, I could move over to the side there. Really close to it. Okay. Oh, the window was closed. Okay. It's kind of funny that I could even attempt to grab it. I didn't play a death sound because Crane was making noise, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I sort of killed myself a little prematurely there, but it would have... There were a lot of windows closed, so I would have struggled to get past that part for sure. What? Just relentless. Have to like redo it. I mean, surprising that the game just kill you outright, frankly, but it's really hard to adjust your arms like horizontally to grab the pipes to climb, because it's not the same as with the windows. Oh, there we go. So it's not necessarily harder, but it's different, and I don't have the practice to do it. Whoa, what the heck? How did I just skip the window? That was really weird. Well, I guess that means we don't get a new step bonus, or at least we'll learn how that works. Yeah, like, whenever, like, if you manage to grab a balloon, you get sort of carried upwards for a little bit. But it doesn't, like, feel intuitively as if you could possibly grab it or, like, catch up with it. So I don't know what the deal is exactly. So I still started this level with 200, and I still got the bonus. So I guess bonuses do not carry over. there's like so much shit you can't even see what's happening with the windows. Thank you, lady. Appreciate that. It does feel like when stuff bounces off of you, it sort of gets out of the way a little faster in this game. Maybe it's just good stuff falls at you kind of relatively slower. I don't know. Slip there. No. Took one step too far. 2 lives though. Like pretty much halfway. Shit, can't see Jack. Okay. This looks rough. It's like way faster on this side. Wait, can I climb here? No, I cannot. I climb here? No, what the heck do I do? Oh, do I... Wait, I can't climb down. What the heck? I couldn't move my arm down there either. I guess I just got tricked. And I should have gone to the right. Well, I guess the windmills are gone now anyway. But even when the game hits like... It's just against like... these crowds of people chucking shit at us. It still feels like it's doing it in a more civilized manner than the original game. What? Wait, what? Okay, wasn't a lot I could do about that. Just staying there? Okay. Okay, that had me really scared. We love Climber! Everyone except people who just desperately want to kill him. Oh yeah, we definitely got the 100k extend there. Round 4. Okay, we're looping back to the first tile set, maybe? Or it's just similar. Oh, Kong's back. And he's back to punching. Oh, yep, yeah, that was pretty tricky. I mean, we love Climber, that's true. That's true. I mean, I don't know, I'm like... I have to say... Okay, can we climb these? Nope. Alright, I guess I'm screwed because I wasn't on the left side to begin with. Hey, we got the top score at least. Well, yeah, I mean, even if we're using maximum amounts of continues, which I guess we have more. I feel like I'm getting farther in the game than I would have expected. But yeah, it's like they acted very deliberately on feedback that Kong was not threatening enough in the first game. Because here he is more of a threat in and of himself. But he's also paired with girders and shit. But I like that he's more of a character in this one. Oh, another step bonus? He's... Okay, he got there somehow. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm certainly escalating things. Whoa! The fuck? Oh my God. We might even have been able to survive that, actually. They're just changing the rules on us, guys. Like, billboards are supposed to bounce once, at most. And not keep drifting to the sides. Oh, I guess we got another extend on this credit, so we got 30k. Okay, yeah, please just move past us. That's fine. What the fuck? Alright, this game is, Man, I kind of want to see a 1cc of this game now. Holy shit. This game goes hard. Scary. Like, the controls are smoother, they're nice, but in some cases it just behaves a little bit different than what I'm used to. Shit. Excuse me? No! Oh, that's cheap. My hand was on the thing. My hand was on the thing. That's so cheap. Maybe Lord Slouchy? I mean, probably, right? Hey, okay. Look how many points we're getting. We're almost getting to the 100k one-up anyway. Holy shit, we're up to 90k. Hey, Sampler, what's up? Merry Christmas. Yeah, I haven't watched Kalanka in many years. I don't really care much about it. I'm probably unwrapping gifts after dinner. I was going to do julfika an hour ago. Half an hour ago. We're doing that very shortly. Doing we're wrapping this up. And then dinner is happening eventually, and then we're gonna unwrap some presents, I think. Dude, this level is not very hard, very easy rather, to make out anything. Well, could have got to 100k if we had an extra life, but... Well, I'm not placing blame on the helicopter pilot. I'm just saying, Climber had his hand right there. He should have been able to grab it, I would think. I didn't think I would have more continues left. Kalanka's Donald Duck. For whatever reason, there's a... Well, it's called, like, Donald Duck and his friends celebrate Christmas or something, and it's like a Disney Christmas special. Well, that's the thing. It's not really a cartoon about Christmas. It's like, it's just a little thing with like a bunch of unrelated shorts. Some of which maybe have a slight Christmas relation. I don't know. It's just a tradition. It's just on TV every Christmas Eve since, like, I don't know, the 60s or 70s sometime. Occasionally new material, advertising new movies or whatnot. I'm gonna assume I'm not gonna want to get hit by these. Well, okay. Didn't kill me, but... hard to make a net positive gain here on upwards trajectory. But as with everything else, it's just kind of a little bit of RNG, I guess. Just people chucking shit at us at the same time. Wonder if you're... oh, you eventually just fall. I wonder if you're kind of better off maybe just trying to push through and brute force it. Yeah, but see, that's kind of what I expect. Like, you know, obviously a lot of early 80s games can be really rude and hard. But I definitely expect a game from 1988 to be more... how do I put it? Going out of its way to be a jerk. Looks like you can farm score. I mean, if you're a fucking god at the game and can stay alive, sure. But it's also a good place to farm game overs if you're a mortal and only able to play the game at human capabilities, which is more my situation. This game is very cool, but honestly, I think I need a bit of a break because it's yeah, this is intense. It's kind of exhausting, which is exactly what I expected, as mentioned. Very cool game, though. Very cool game. See, now I'm trying to think. Trying to figure out the whole schedule situation. Maybe we shall, because I was gonna do a little Ika. Maybe, because I think if I'm putting off opening presents until later, after dinner, I'm gonna be so fucking exhausted after dinner that I'm not sure how much energy I'll have for anything. So maybe I'll actually, maybe I'll just have some fika while we unwrap some presents. Maybe that's not the worst idea. And we'll take a little bit of a break, because I desperately need to relax a little bit after this. I think we're just going to do that. I'm going to step away for a minute just to prepare a few things. And then we'll just open some Christmas presents. And enjoy some fika. Are there any Crazy Climber commercials? Probably, but I don't know. Anyway, enjoy some non-Crazy Climber jams of some kind or another before I return. What do we got? Oh, dude, this song's pretty good. I'll be back shortly.